Hello everyone, my name is Primitiva, and oh boy, how about that new Pokémon Snap, huh? Finally, after so many years, they actually released a sequel to the beloved N64 Snap. Now, I've never played the original, so I don't have any nostalgia for it, but I gotta say, there's something really calming and relaxing about just going on a stroll and taking pictures of Pokémon, just doing their thing, you know? You're not catching them, you're not doing anything with them, you're just observing how they react and do things in nature. It's almost as if you're there yourself, helping Professor Mira by studying the ecology of the wild Pokémon found in the Lenthal Region. And the Pokémon in this game really give off a much more natural vibe. Instead of hearing the typical Pokémon cries you usually hear in the game, they're actually making noises that you would expect from such a creature. And the word ecology and ecological get thrown around fairly often. And of course, when it comes to Pokemon ecology, I'm your gal. With my so far 8-part ecological analysis of the Kanto region, I like to think that I know my stuff. So, how does new Pokemon Snap do ecology? Well, let's dive in. To look at what goes on in this new Lenthal region, I'm going to look at the first few levels of the game and see what they have to bring to the Avalugg-like table. Now, I haven't finished this game yet, so I'm going to be focusing on 2 levels that you access pretty early in the game. Because honestly, if I did all the levels, I would be busy for a long time. And plus, I don't like to rush this game, I like to take my time. This video will just be an ecological analysis of those levels, and noting some of my favorite examples. So let's have a look at Florio Nature Park first. One of the most common Pokemon here is Bouffalant. They're everywhere together in herds, grazing, relaxing, just like bison pretty much. They don't interact too much with others and are just doing their own thing. Lots of Vivillon are also flying throughout the stage, likely searching for anything to pollinate. Or maybe they're even trying to reproduce just like butterflies. You know, all in the same place looking for a mate. Yeah, that kind of stuff. There's also a singular Dodrio sleeping under a tree. This one jumps all over through the stage, and later disrupts a Tangrowth who just wants some fruit. It could be possible that the Dodrio is marking its territory, but either way it jumps off into the distance not much later. An adorable pair of Grookey and Pichu also run through the stage. They're just friends and super adorable. I wonder where their parents are though. Probably best to avoid that Dodrio. Bidoof also run around. They're gathering things for their dam, by picking up sticks and all. It's very cute. Then we get to see the Wurmples, and these have been quite popular online. They're just chilling really, eating sap from the trees. They're quite lucky that Dodrio doesn't come their way though. They share their habitat with a single Emolga that flies by, though naturally there should be more. This Emolga is likely just searching for food. Another Pokemon that appears to be searching for food is Taillow. They're in small groups and seem to be pecking at the ground, likely trying to find any seeds that they can. A beautiful flock of Swanna fly all over the place, and are also swimming in the water with their ducklet babies. It's all very cute. I'm sure they're trying to feed their babies. There's also a Hoot in a tree hole trying to sleep. Best to leave it alone. We'll see it again at night. Magikarp is there too, but as you can see, it's doing its own Magikarp thing. At the end of this stage is a gorgeous flower field, with lots of Comfey performing some type of social bonding exercise. Or maybe just trying to mate. Along with a singular Florges likely raising plants to eat for later. This Pokemon is quite social and even waves to the player. It seems that most of these Pokemon are herbivores, with Taillow possibly being an omnivore, and Hoot is definitely a small carnivore that'll come out at night. Dodrio definitely seems like the key predator of this area. We don't see it eating any Pokemon, but, you know, we know it does, it's pretty obvious. They just don't put it in there because, you know, kids. So let's just assume that that stuff happens off screen. Alright, this was the day portion of the level, but at night, things change. Bouffalant are again common, but they're sleeping now. Dodrio is also oddly awake, maybe it sleeps whenever it wants, but I would assume that a Pokemon like that would only be awake during the day. There's a Scorbunny now, which is quite active. It's just messing about and playing. The Tangrowth from earlier has moved and is now sleeping at the beginning of the stage, and Swanna is swimming there along with its baby, though most of its kind appears to be sleeping later in the stage, so perhaps this one is on emergency food hunting. There are also lots of Murkrow, possibly taking over the niche of the daytime Taillow, searching for food between the grass. If they looked a bit more though, they could probably find a Caterpie that's hidden close to them, who also seems to be searching for food. It sure is lucky though that those Murkrow didn't find it. Not much later, you'll find lots of Torterra sleeping near the water and the flower field, which is kind of odd because they're not at all there during the day, and you would assume that you would see such a huge Pokemon when it's bright out, but maybe they just move there at night because it's safer. Magikarp is there again just doing its Magikarp things. No idea why it's sleeping like that, it seems very uncomfortable. That Hoot from earlier is awake now, though it doesn't seem to be doing much. I think that it's waiting and searching for prey in the dark, with its huge eyes. As soon as it spots anything, it'll silently fly over there. At the end of this stage, you'll find lots of Combee all over, and if you're lucky, a Vespiquen comes along, and performs some type of social dance with them, similar to actual bees, which is really beautiful. At night, things aren't too different, but we do see Hoot being awake, and possibly hunting for some prey. Maybe Murkrow is doing what Taylor does during the day, same with Caterpie doing Wurmple's thing. Even at night, Dodrio still seems to be the key predator of this area, though I doubt it can mess with those huge Torterras, or even with those Combee when their queen is around. Next up is Sweltering Lands. You start out by seeing Skorupi plentiful. Some are digging in the sand, maybe for protection from the sandstorms, or to find food or for sleeping. There's a singular Heliolisk just sleeping, same with one later, implying that they might be more active at night or just gone. One of the most common Pokemon you'll find here are Mandibuzz, who are flying around, possibly waiting for something to, well, die, as it is a scavenger and goes after weakened Pokemon. There's one Cacnea that gets flown about by a sandstorm, so it sure is lucky that Mandibuzz didn't find it. Oddly, a Scorbunny was also messing about earlier, but it's a bit hard to spot. You can also lure a Flygon with some lights. It may possibly think that the light is some type of food, or maybe it's just interested. Now this is where it gets really interesting. So there's a Lycanroc and a Tyranitar close near each other, and they actually almost fight, but Lycanroc is rightfully intimidated by the Tyranitar. I mean, can you blame it? It then breaks a frickin' rock in half to probably show its dominance. Those Mandibuzz flying all over must be quite upset that nothing died there. Hippowdon are the type of Pokemon in this level that just don't care at all. They're just chilling, having a bath, and later you can even see two males squaring off, with one winning in the end, possibly for territory or a female. For some reason, there's also a Torchic near that Hippowdon. I don't know what it's doing, but it should probably watch out. There's also a Trapinch waiting in the sand with its mouth sticking out, waiting for prey to come, or maybe expect something from that Flygon. Vivillon are also present. I'm not sure what they're doing there, maybe searching for some kind of plant. Kind of odd, to be honest. I mean, we're in a desert, but okay. The strongest Pokemon here is quite obviously Tyranitar, with Lycanroc potentially being the second strongest. Though Lycanroc seems to be more of a carnivore, while Tyranitar seems to be more one of those big nasty herbivores that you should never mess with. Same with Hippowdon, by the way. Yeah, it's just chilling, it doesn't eat any meat, but you shouldn't mess with an Hippowdon. Of course, you also got your scavengers like Mandibuzz, small predators like Skorupi and Trapinch, with Flygon also possibly searching for prey. I'm not sure what Cacnea would eat, but maybe just like with Cacturn, they wait for you, the player character, to, I don't know, just fall somewhere in the desert and wait until night and then, you know, yeah. Then we also have Heliolisk, who likely just eats anything that's smaller than it, although we don't really see it doing much. It makes sense that most Pokemon in this level are carnivores, because after all in the desert there's not much vegetation to go around. During the night, this place changes a bit, but it becomes very beautiful, with meteors shooting all over the place. Skorupi are still quite common, likely being more active at night, along with Trapinch launching from the sand, searching for another place. Maybe there is no food coming from where they were hiding, but a lucky Trapinch later seems to be doing quite good with that. There's also a Silicobra sleeping, along with one dug into the ground later with its tongue sticking out. Maybe it was just sleeping, or maybe waiting for prey like a Trapinch does, and the one that was sleeping was just tired. There's a Kangaskhan stargazing, with one later near the water chilling. They don't really do much. The Cacnea are also still just messing about and running all over. Maybe now they're finally searching for food, or maybe you're the food in their eyes now that it's finally night. Oddly enough, there's Sandshrew rolling by, presumably running from some other Pokemon, maybe Lycanroc, whose midnight form we see later. They're very intimidating Pokemon, and one up high even starts to howl to mark its territory, or just to let others know it's there. The Mandibuzz of the level are still awake, but seem to be less common. Not flying, but more so just waiting for something to happen. Hippowdon are also mostly sleeping, with one taking a mud bath, which was very cute. A lot of Pokemon are just sleeping and chilling around this time, including Onix later seen in small groups. And this last area is where it gets very pretty, with Minior dropping all over the place, later performing something that almost looks like a magic show, with colorful dust particles everywhere. It's really beautiful. out of all the 4 levels I've looked at today, I would definitely say that Sweltering Sands at night is my favorite. It's just so relaxing and pretty, and it's just nice to go through. You got your active predators like Lycanroc, Trapinch, Skorupi, and Silicobra, and of course Mandibuzz just looking for anything that's dead. The big herbivores of this level are just chilling and looking at the beautiful sky as the meteors shoot all over the place. And it all combines into a gorgeous looking level. So ultimately, how does new Pokemon Snap do ecology? Well, pretty well, I'd say. I mean, unless we're getting a documentary in this style narrated by David Attenborough, yeah, this is about the closest we'll get. Game Freak, could you just please hire David Attenborough and make him do something like that? That would just be amazing. Please do it. I guess the only thing I wanted to see more of was predator-prey relationships. Though, of course, gotta remember, this is a game for kids. They probably don't want to see Pokemon eating other Pokemon. Although later in the game, there is a scene where 3 Marini follow a Corsola, and we know that Marini eat Corsola, so yeah. If you finished this game already, you'll probably notice that I missed some stuff. Well, that's because I was just going on a trip and I was analyzing what I found in my trip. Just like someone studying ecology. You're not going to find everything on day 1, but that's okay, you still find some cool stuff. Plus, I don't want to rush this game just to have a video out, but I did want it to have a video out anyway, so this is kind of a compromise for me. I just want to take my time with this game. Obviously, the ecology in this game is much more interesting than anything you'd probably find in real life. If I go to a forest, I could maybe find a rabbit or a squirrel, if I'm really lucky, but if you go somewhere in Pokemon Snap, it's Pokemon galore. There's just everything everywhere. And to be honest, I usually don't even like this type of gameplay. It's just that it's Pokemon, and you're taking pictures of Pokemon, doing Pokemon things, and that's just really appealing to me. Will I make more videos on new Pokemon Snap in the future? Yeah, maybe. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that was the video. What do you think of the ecology in this gorgeous looking game? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Also, have you been playing this game? Did you already finish it? Just tell me your experiences with this game in the comment section below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I got lots of cool stuff on the channel and always more coming soon. Before I go, I want to give out a massive thank you to my assistant professor and lecturer patrons, Ty Burns, Gloomba331, Michael Piccirilli, DeltaMajora, and Gwen Joy. Y'all are the best, and thanks for the support. And with that being said, I hope y'all have a good day, night, or morning, and as always, take care!